If you're looking for a hearty, stick to your ribs, cozy dinner, this Bolognese sauce is just what you need. It's super simple to make. Let me show you how. Hey everybody, I'm Kelly with the Suburban Soapbox, and today we are making one of my family's favorite meals, Bolognese. Now this is not your Italian grandmother's Bolognese sauce. I did kind of mix it up a little bit more. It is hearty, it is comforting, and it makes a ton so you can freeze it for easy weeknight dinners. To make your Bolognese sauce, we're going to go through like the plethora of meats. So it has beef, pork, and veal. You can replace any of these options with all beef. You can skip the veal, you can skip the sausage. Just make sure that you have about 3 pounds of ground meat in this Bolognese sauce because it is a hearty meat-based sauce. So I have ground beef, some Italian sausages, ground pork, and ground veal. We're also going to add some vegetables and aromatics in the way of onions and diced carrots, some garlic, parsley, oregano, basil, olive oil, a pinch of sugar. If you're adverse to the sugar in your tomato sauces, you can leave that out. Of course, some wine, which you can use red or white, it's personal preference, and then all the tomato sauces. We have both tomato puree and some crushed tomatoes. So we're gonna move over to the stovetop and make our sauce. So to make the Bolognese, we're gonna add a little olive oil to a Dutch oven or a stock pot. Add your ground veal and just smash it up a little bit, break it up into bits, and don't crowd the pan. You wanna make sure you get some browning on your veal. Once your veal is cooked and no longer pink, we're going to transfer that with a slotted spoon to a large bowl. Next, add the beef to the pot and also cook that until brown. You're also going to break that up with a fork as well. Remove that with a slotted spoon and add it to the bowl with the veal, and then add the pork to the pot. Same thing, we're going to break that up with a fork into little bits and cook it until it's no longer pink. Transfer that to the bowl with the other meats. Next, add the sausage. So you're going to want to remove the sausage from the casing if it's a link sausage and break that up as you did with the other ground meats. Brown the sausage until it's no longer pink, and then remove that as well with a slotted spoon to the bowl with the meat mixture. Drain off all but 2 tablespoons of fat. Add the diced onions and carrots to the pot and cook the onions for a couple minutes just until they start to soften. Add the garlic and oregano and continue to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. Just make sure you keep stirring it so your onions don't burn. Add the wine to the pot and scrape up any brown bits left on the bottom. The brown bits are a huge flavor. You want to make sure that they're in your sauce. Stir and let the wine cook down for about 2 to 3 minutes. Add all of the tomato sauce to the pot and stir thoroughly. Stir in the parsley, basil, sugar, salt, and pepper. Add the meat mixture back to the pot and stir to combine. Turn the heat to low and simmer for about 2 to 3 hours, stirring occasionally. So our Bolognese sauce is done. We're just gonna give it a quick little stir and add some fresh chopped herbs. Because the herbs cook down in there, you want some freshness to really make it pop as well. I cannot wait to eat this. It is so, so good. Definitely one of my favorite dinners. I'm just gonna take some pasta and ladle some of the sauce over top. I love to use a wider pappardelle or tagliatelle for this dish, but you can also use like a corkscrew, like a rotelli pasta or something like that. The corkscrew pasta holds on to all of the meat and everything. It's so, so good, but I just love this wider noodle because it kind of clings to it. It's simple and amazing. I'm gonna take a bite. Cheese would be good here too. It is so good. And please don't be afraid of the sugar. It definitely offsets that tomatoes a little bit, just the acidity. It's so, so amazing. And rich and hearty. Definitely a winter meal. You're gonna make this again and again. If you don't want such a meat-heavy dish, you can definitely chop up about a pound of mushrooms. to substitute one of the meats that you're putting into this bolognese sauce. So just mince them up finely. We did this in a turkey meatloaf and you don't even know that they're in there. So your mushroom lovers will have no idea that you omitted some meat and put in some mushrooms, and there's vitamins and it's just all healthy if you substitute some of that with the mushrooms. Highly, highly recommend. If you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. For more easy recipes, visit thesuburbansoapbox.com. Thanks again.